Hi Blue Golds, I'm Abby back again. I'm so glad we're still able to be working out together. I'm about to lead us through a Pilates Yoga Strength Fusion class. You're going to get the best parts of Pilates, the best part of yoga, the best part of strength all together into one really unique workout. Because of copyright, I won't be using music today, but the great part about that is you get to choose your own music. So if you want to flow to some really awesome hip hop, go ahead. If you want to do any type of music, it's up to you. So I really suggest pausing, getting some music started, and then being ready to go. Today when we do our workout, I do want to model just a couple things. We're going to start off with some sun salutation A's, which is a really typical yoga flow. When you do that, you're going to start off by raising straight up. And from there, we'll do a forward fold, and I'll turn and show you from the side. When you do a forward fold, it's not just drop your body to the ground. You're lengthening with a straight back as you come down and reach to the ground. From there, you'll do a halfway lift, which means that you extend, bring your fingertips to your shins and extend that back in that nice long flat spine, and then release. From there, we'll take it into a plank pose. You always have your option of doing your planks on your knees or on your toes. You'll have the option of doing chaturanga if it's in your practice into your upward facing dog, which looks like this, flipping your toes and reaching up. Or you'll have the choice of bringing your body slowly all the way to the mat and then lifting up into a cobra position. So modify for your body along the way. If something feels like it hurts or it feels uncomfortable, you can always change your range of motion. You can always skip that move and do a different one. It's totally up to you with what works best. All right, enough of that. We'll get started. So first things first, I want you just to roll out your shoulders. Take some deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. I want you to think of lengthening your spine. Lengthen from the front of your body, lengthen from the back of your body, widen your back. Bring those arms down. Think of having that ballerina posture, that ballerina neck that you see dancers have. Take an inhale here. And exhale, arms come down. Again, inhale. And exhale. Reach your arm over your head, keeping that shoulder tucked down, I should say, and float your arm back down. Reach the opposite arm over. And if you're off on what side of the body you're using, if it's different than me, that's always okay. And bring it down. Let's do 2 arm circles. Inhale. That's 1. Good. Reach one arm over your head twice. Reach, pull it back, reach, and float it back down with control. 2 arm circles again. Inhale. Good. And do it again. Opposite arm for that double reach. Reach, pull it back, reach, and float it down. Great. From there, inhale, rise up. Exhale, come down into that forward fold. Bring it into a halfway lift and release. Inhale, rise up, and arms down to your side. We're going to warm up a little bit more. Bring one foot in front of you. Again, choose the leg that you want to start with. It doesn't matter if it's the same as mine. And reach your arms up. And now pull them out into those goalpost arms and hold it. Perfect. Inhale. And exhale, step into chair. So this is your first chair hold of the day. I'm going to show you from the side. Instead of tucking your butt underneath and pushing your hips forward, I want you to think of reaching your tailbone out. Arms can be straight out. We're not losing our shoulders in that reach, though. We're keeping our shoulder blades tucked back. Hold it here. Bring your opposite leg back. You can reach up into those goal arms again, or you can hold out here and step back to chair. Good. Keep alternating that lunge, pulling out and coming back to chair, out, and coming back to chair. One more. And come back to chair. Perfect. Hands at heart center. Inhale, dive down. exhale, halfway lift, and release. So from here, take your hands out into that first plank position of the day. You are always welcome to come onto your knees. If you're on your knees, you're still working that straight long spine, so you're not rounding here. Keep that straight spine. And press your hands into that mat like you're pressing it away. Inhale, take it into your chaturanga, and breathe on through. Tuck your toes and come back. We are in our first downward facing dog of the day. So feet are at about hip width apart. Make sure your hands are about shoulder width apart, and just breathe here. Take a breath in nice and deep, and exhale out. Again, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, look between your hands. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart center. So that is our Sun A. We're going to continue with that series. You're welcome to speed it up or to slow it down. You're welcome to modify any of the movements or change any of them so they work better for you. But let's flow through it together. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive and fold straight back. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, we're out to that plank hold. Again, holding our plank here, decide if you're going to go onto your knees and lower your body down. Decide if you're going to do your chaturanga. Inhale to prepare, and exhale, move. Good, connecting breath with your movement, and then let's push back to downward facing dog. Perfect. Inhale, look between your hands. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. And inhale, lift up. Hands at heart center. So this is a Pilates Yoga Strength class, which means we're going to add on a little strength here. We're going to do lunges, alternating sides. Ready? Here we go. Lunge down, spring up. Now this is a strength, this is a power move, so we come down, spring up. Good, engage your glutes, engage your core, connect your breath with your movement. Inhale, exhale forward. Inhale back, exhale forward. Maybe your knee is going about halfway down and you pull back in. Maybe you're tapping that knee all the way down. Keep going. Legs should start to burn. You've got 4 more. 3, only 2 more. Good. Last one. Back to our Sun A. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, dive and fold. Halfway lift. Take it out to that plank. Before we move on, another strength move. Bring your knees to the mat, toes point to the ceiling. Hips forward, body is in a nice long line. We're going to do some tricep push-ups, which means your elbows are going to come tuck right around your rib cage as you push back up. I'll show you from the side. We come down and up, just like a grasshopper. You can be going slow, you can be going faster. Look right out in front of you. Good, keep going. Get in 2 more. Last one. Back into that Sun A, tuck up to plank. Good. Chaturanga to upward facing dog. Excellent. And press back. Good. Inhale, look between your hands. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Now use your strong legs, rise up. Hands to heart center, 8 lunges. Here we go. 8, pull in. 7, 6, power up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last chance in that Sun A. Inhale, rise. Strong back, come down. Lengthen as you do your halfway lift. Come out to plank. We're back to those tricep push-ups. Tuck onto your knees. Point your toes to the ceiling. Push your hips forward. Triceps going straight behind you. Here we go. Down, now exhale up. Down, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Make sure that your shoulders stay strong as you do this. 2 more. Last one. Good. Curl your toes, come back to your plank. Remember, you always have the option of lowering your body all the way down and pressing up into your cobra or your chaturanga and upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Good, stay here just for a second. Inhale, look between your hands, and exhale, step forward. Halfway lift. Use your strong legs to rise up. And exhale. We are moving on. We're going to do a plie series. So when you're doing a plie, your knees and toes head to the corner of the room together. So toes are at the corner, knees are at the corner. You're not letting your knees buckle in. You're keeping them straight out. Now your torso is going to stay strong and elevated again. Think ballerina. So instead of coming down into your plie, you're going to think of lifting your collarbones up, and we're going to come down and up. So inhale, activate your arms as we exhale and plie, come back in. As you do this, I want you to think inner thighs pulling together to lift you up. Good. Squeeze your arms down. Keep going. Hopefully the song that you're playing matches perfectly with this right now. 3 more. Good, 2 more. Use those inner thighs, use those glutes. Last one. Perfect, now down and hold. Notice the difference between just having your arms out and loose and having your arms engaged, right? Pull those arms down. You can rock a little. Maybe you're going to try to sink an inch lower. We have a series that is going to have your legs screening. Bring your hands to heart center. So we're going to go to a plie, and then you're going to take one leg behind you and across. Notice how my chest is still high. Notice how this back leg is far behind me. And then I come back in. We're going to keep doing it on the same leg, which is really going to burn it out. So get ready to plie and then cross back in 4, 3, 2, plie first. Down and back. Down and back. 8, drop. 7, drop. 6, good. 5, 4, strong exhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold it back to your plie. Come and hold. Good. Now from here, you're going to bring your hands to heart center and just pulse. Little pulses. Taking that plie and that bowler and adding on. You're now going to do your plie. Take it back and reach. Come back, and then that leg that went back, now it pops up for a heel lift. Brings a whole nother level to it. So get ready to plie, cross, bring it back and lift your heel. In 4, 3, 2, let's go. Down, back, in, pop your heel. Down, back, in, pop your heel. Down, back, in, pop your heel. 3 more. Down, back, in, heel. 2 more. Back, in. Last one. Down, back, in, pop your heel. Good. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale. And exhale. I told you that your legs would burn, and I want to make sure that I hold true to that promise. So we're not done with this series. Now, plie, take it back, bring it in, and do a crescent knee. So it's going to be down, back, and in. Down, back, lift and bring it in. Could feel a little bit awkward. That's okay. See if you can try your balance with it and add on. I'm actually going to switch that a little bit. You're going to plie, bowl, come back into your plie, and then do your knee, and I think it'll feel less awkward. So you've been holding a plie, your legs should burn. Plie, bowl, in, crescent knee in 4, 3, 2, 1. Plie, bowl, in, take your knee around. Plie, bowl, in, take your knee around. Plie, bowl, in, take your knee. Only 2 more, right? Make this last one beautifully controlled. Take your time on this crescent knee. Take your time, take your time, take your time. Hold it down. Both heels lift at once. When you push your heels down, I want you to think of digging a high heel into grass. Come up, push down into grass. Up. How are those collarbones? Are you lifted? Good, ballerina posture. That's what we're going for. Breathe. 2 more. And last one. I want you to tap the leg that you did for your bowlers so you remember when we come back to the other side. For now, turn your feet forward. Reach in front of you, engage fingertips. Exhale, one arm to the ground and twist to the other side. Good. Switch sides, twist and open. Bring that chest out wide, shoulders low. And bring it down through. Roll your spine up, rounding each vertebrae one at a time. Bring it here. All right, heel toe your feet together. We're going to do a second series before we move on to the other side, giving our legs just a second to breathe. Sun salutation to get to downward dog. I'll see you there. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, dive and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Take it up to plank. Either lower all the way to the ground or chaturanga to up dog. Keep breathing with your movement. Perfect. Now, once you're in your downward facing dog, I want you to bend your knees so they're hovering a couple inches over the mat. And exhale, extend and push your heels towards the mat. Inhale, lower your knees. Exhale, press them back. One more time. Inhale, lower your knees. Exhale, press them back. From here, you are going to lift your leg to the ceiling. Now you don't want to open your hips up for height. I want you to keep your hips closed so each hip bone is pointing towards the mat. From here, take this knee and tuck it on the outside of that arm. Lift it up high and exhale, bring it back. Good, bring that foot to the mat. Now from here, again, inhale, bring your knees down, and exhale. Lift that same leg up to the ceiling. Now this time, bring it in towards your chest. Lift it high, round your shoulders. Good, breathe. Exhale, bring it back. Leg floats down. Bend your knees so they hover over the mat. And lift up. All right, one more thing to add on. Same leg lifts up. This time, cross it underneath you. Tuck it up by your elbow. Good. Lift up. And bring it back down. Tuck your knees down. And lift them up. Good. Bring your knees all the way to the mat. Sit back for a quick child's pose. We are going to run through that again together. But we're going to take the knee bend out, and we're just going to send our leg to our outside elbow and back, chest and back, and then across our body. When you're ready, press back up to down dog. Make any adjustments that you need to. Inhale, lift that heel to the ceiling. Exhale, bring it out wide. Inhale, lift high. Exhale, bring it to the center. Inhale, lift high. And exhale, across your body. Perfect. Lift it back up. Lower it down. Send it back to child's pose. Nice work there, good. Take a second here in child's pose to do what you need to do. Couple more breaths. Good, and sit back. So, you have done that series on both sides. We are going to find ourselves again in a standing position. We're going to do our plies on the opposite side. Remember that leg burn? It's going to be even worse on this side. It's a good burn. And then we'll come back down and do that downward dog series again, and then we move on. So, perch up onto your toes. Let your knees come wide. Hands at heart center. Now see if you can bring your back so that it is up against a wall. So instead of keeping it in this little ball for balance, test your edges, right? Lift up. Maybe you're going to try to look to one side and bring it back in. Maybe you're going to try to look to the other side and bring it back in. Now I want nice, slow, and controlled. Think inner thighs squeezing. Exhale your way up. Good, push those heels into the mat. Step out into your plie. I had you tap which leg you did last time. I did this side. I'm going to switch to the other side. So when we get to it, remember what leg you're going to do. Knees out, toes out, reach your arms up. Exhale into your plie, down and up. Here we go. Breathe and lift. Exhale. Lift. Be very intentional in using your glutes, using your inner thighs. Breathe. Let's go for 5. Lift. 4, like you're trying to pull cables down from the ceiling. 2 more. Last one. Up and hold. Perfect, hold it right here. Now you can see I'm a little bit high. It's almost like I know what's coming. I know how bad it's gonna burn. Drop lower. Yeah, sink into it. Wiggle your toes, weight on your heels. Perfect, bring it in. From here, you have just your plie, then the opposite leg comes back. Now you want to make sure that your leg goes straight back as far as you can. Keep your chest high, and then return. Plie and back in 4, 3, 2, plie. Down, back, down, back. Good. You can do this at any speed. Does not need to be my speed. Connect your breath. Good, keep going. 5, 4, pull down, ready? 3, 2, 1, all the way back, and hold it in, good. Little rock side to side, reach your arms up, pull them out. Now just rock side and lift. Side, use your obliques. Bend, lift up. Bend, lift up. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. All right, we add on. We plie, we bowl, we bring it back, lift our heel, and drop it down. Get ready. It's down, cross, in, pop your heel, in 4, 3, 2, here we go. Down, back, in, pop your heel. Down, back, in, pop your heel. Down, back, in, pop your heel. Down. Good. Couple more. Down, out, in. 2 more. Down, out, in. Pop your heel. Last one. Good. Pop that heel and bring it down. Lift those arms up. Now this time we want you to come forward, straight back, and come back up. Notice how if you engage your glutes, they'll pull you back up. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your inner thighs, up we go, right? Try it again. Flat back down, and lift. Good, hands at heart center. Moving on. Now we add on that crescent knee. So we're going to go down, back, in, and knee. It's down, back, in, and knee. In 4, 3, start with your plie. Down, back, in, knee. Down. Good. It's okay to slow down that knee for control. I kind of rushed that last one. Good. Down, back, in. 2 more. Down, back, in. Last one. Down, back, in. Good. Remember when we did those heels on both legs? Chest high, lift those collarbones, lengthen your neck. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, sink lower, 1. Good. Extend your legs, toes point to the front. Lift one arm up to the side. Inhale, and exhale, switch. Inhale, and exhale, switch. Good. Heel toe your feet together. Roll your spine up 1 vertebrae at a time. And tuck those shoulders back. We're moving on to that downward facing dog section that we did last time. It's going to feel great for your triceps and lats. It's going to feel great for your core. Last time we did it on this leg. So this set, we'll come and do it from this side. Vinyasa your way back to downward dog, or just head straight there. I will see you in down dog. I'll give you some more time if you're still working your way here. Take some deep breaths. Make sure your shoulders stay away from your ears. Let's hover those knees. Down for 2 and extend those heels back. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. And exhale. Good. Lift your opposite leg up from last time. Now remember, we're not opening our hip. Keep your hip closed. Maybe that means your leg is right here. Maybe that means it's higher. Exhale and bring it out. Lift, lift, lift that leg. You got it. Good. Send it back. Bring your leg down. Hover your knees. Down and up. Good, lift your leg up. This time, remember, it comes towards your chest. Exhale. Round your back, lift that knee high. Send it back. And lower it down. Bend your knees. And lift up. Good. Lift your leg. Cross it over. You're doing great. Keep holding it. That's why we're working out together virtually. Keep each other accountable. Bring it back, down, and tap. Good, now from here, come down onto your knees, child's pose. You can hold it there, set it back. Remember, we are going to do all of those knee movements again without, or leg movements without dropping our knees. So it's gonna go outside, center, and cross. Find yourself in that nice downward facing dog. Inhale that leg up. Exhale, take it outside. Good, hold it, hold it, hold it. Push back. Now power it into your chest. Round your back, lift, lift, lift. And send it back. Cross your body. Breathe. You got this. Lift it back. And lower it down. Good, come onto your knees. Find yourself in that little perch. So we're going to hold it here. Good, chest up high. Think collarbones right, think your back. You are in this little perch, right? Up nice and tall. If you have crow pose in your practice and you want to try it here, absolutely go ahead. You can bring your hands in front of you. You're going to hook your legs right above your elbows, and you're going to find those chaturanga arms. So you're going to come here, and maybe this feels good, and you just lift up, and you lift your legs up and you hold it. Or you can keep both feet on the ground, or this is working just as great. You're lifting up nice and tall on your perch. Let's take 8 counts to find ourselves up in that standing position. Get ready and go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Ground ourselves here. You can even shut your eyes. Lengthen your spine, find your posture. Good. Inhale, arms up. Heart center. We're going to move on to a quick warrior flow. We'll do each side with a little something in between. Bring one foot forward, and you're going to turn your back heel so that it intersects the front heel, but they are perpendicular. Now here you want to push that straight leg out, and this straighten your back leg. So a lot of times you see people kind of leaning forward in their warrior. Keep your hips facing the side, and then lift your torso like it's a skyscraper, nice and tall. Arms out. Engage your fingertips, so no floppy arms. We push out. Good. I'll show you from the side. This way also. A little slippery here. Right, so you're in your warrior. And now try to push that leg out further and sink into that 90-degree bend. Good. Inhale. Straighten your leg. Exhale. Good. Keep lengthening and bending. A couple more times. Turn back onto my mat here. And now hold it out. Perfect. Now from here, flip your front paw and reach your bicep to your ears. You lean back, reverse warrior, and come back through. Lean your weight forward as you bend down, resting that bottom arm on your inner thigh, bicep by your ear, open your chest to the side, right angle. And inhale, lift it back to warrior 2. Flip your palm, reverse. Exhale, come through warrior 2, bend into your extended right angle. You can even reach that bottom arm out and pop back up. Good, flip your palm, reverse. You can tuck it behind, come through warrior 2, and bring it down. Open that chest up. Now this time, turn your back toe, come into a low lunge. Tuck your knee back onto the mat, flip your toes over, and pull back into a nice hamstring stretch. And come forward, lift your chest, good. Push into those hip flexors. Inhale, come back. And exhale, come forward. Place the opposite hand on the mat. Untuck your toes in the back as you lift your knee up and twist to the side. Perfect. Take some breaths here. And come back down. Good. Now from here, twist again. We're going to move into a side plank. So you're welcome to bring your knee down to the ground and help you pivot over to the side. Or if you're comfortable, you can spin onto the blade of that foot and take it into your side plank here too. I'll turn and show you from the side what that looks like. Lift your hips up, swoop your arms a couple times. One more time, low shoulders. Good. Bring it back to plank. Press back to downward dog. Perfect. You are going to do some plank mountain climbers. You're going to bring one knee into your chest and push it back. Other side and push it back. Go ahead and join me when you're ready. Inhale, exhale back. Good. Keep going. Power. Push the mat away with your palms. One more each side. Last one. Excellent. Walk your hands back to your feet. Roll your spine all the way up and bring your shoulders down. So last time I brought this foot forward coming into my warrior two. This time through opposite foot. So front toes going forward, turn your back foot and you can widen your stance. Now instead of leaning forward, you want to pull your torso back, ribs over hips, shoulders over ribs, arms strong. Now you can stay up, but you're going to try to get yourself deep, deep, deep into that warrior two and push out with those arms. Good, hold it here. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sink, 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 sink. You got it. Inhale. Exhale, sink. Inhale. Exhale, sink. Good, stay here. Flip your palm. Reach back, reversing your warrior, bicep by your ear, and come through. Reach forward, tuck your elbow on the inside of that front leg, but make sure that you're not reaching down into this right angle. You're trying to open your chest up and come back up to warrior two. Readjust as you need, flip your palm, and reverse. Good, exhale forward, straight into that extended right angle, option to lift that arm out. Pull it back in and up. Good. Flip and reverse. Bring it forward into your right angle. Now this time curl it down. Bring that knee down. Let's flip your back toe. Press back, stretching out your hamstring, keep your chest up. Now push in through your hip flexor. Good, go back again. Awesome. Now from here, you're gonna plant this hand. Bring your back knee off the ground and twist open. Nice. From here, we're gonna move into that side plank. Remember that you can drop down on a knee or you can spin yourself back. You're always welcome to lift a leg. You're welcome to do whatever feels right. Option to always be on that knee. You've got a lot of different poses you could be in. Bring it back to the center. Press it back to downward dog. Take a couple deep breaths in. Walk your hands back. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Straight legs rise up. And exhale. Perfect. We are going to do a little bit of Pilates work here and some final stretching poses, and then you're getting really close to being done. So, inhale, rise up. Exhale, dive and fold. Halfway lift. Walk all the way out to plank pose. And now come into tabletop position. So I'm going to show you from the side. When we're doing our tabletop, you want your knees stacked under your hips and you want a neutral spine. So instead of rounding here or dropping in or pushing my weight to one side or the other, I just have that neutral spine. What helps me is to think of lengthening this part of my neck right here, right between your shoulder blades to the tip of your skull. So lengthen there. Good. Now from here in your tabletop position, you're going to send one leg back and you're going to keep this hip closed. So instead of letting it open out to the side, close off your hip. You're going to point up and point down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Keep going. I'm going to show you this again from the side. Notice as I come up, my back stays neutral, right? Back is staying neutral. 4 more. Using my glutes to lift up. 3, 2, hold it up, flex and bend that knee. So it's going to try to open out. It's going to feel more comfortable that way. Close that knee in, Flex your foot like you can walk on the ceiling. And now a little pulse up an inch, down an inch. Up and down. You've got that controlled, you're pulling your core muscles in. You're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Cross your ankles. Tap which leg you just did so that you remember. And come up into a hold here, arms straight out. I want you to twist behind you and come back in. Twist behind you and come back in. Think ballerina arms, right? Meaning that really long neck, graceful movements. Good. Couple more each side. Last one, breathe with your movement. Finish it off on the opposite side. Good. Cross your legs. Come back into tabletop. Last time I worked this leg, so I'm going to do the opposite side this time. One leg out. Now notice if your weight shifted a ton to the side, notice if you opened a hip, we want to close this hip and keep that leg stacked right over our knee. Point up and down. Up and down. Good. Think of engaging your glute. Intentionally flex your glute on the way up. Good. 5 more, squeezing nice and strong. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flex that foot, bend it up. Now make sure that it didn't open to the side. Tuck your knee in. Foot can walk on the ceiling. And here we go. Up an inch, down an inch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Bring it down. Cross your ankles, sit back, Pilates roll-up time. So I'm not sure if you can see this super well, but my feet, my heels are digging into the mat. When we're doing our Pilates roll-up, you're going to curve your spine into the mat and let it roll down. Think of rolling up a yoga mat and rolling it back with your spine. Your heels are going to stay anchored into the ground, and that's your priority. If that means you have to bend your knees to complete the roll-up, bend your knees. So, heels in. Now I want you to flex your feet and keep them together the whole time. Don't let them separate. They're going to stay touching from your big toe all the way down to your heels the whole time you do your roll-up. Arms in front of you. Now think of unrolling a yoga mat. Come down. Reach your arms over your head. Inhale. And now roll in, bring your chin down to your knees, and roll yourself back up into that tall posture. Good, go ahead, roll back, heels to the mat, feet touching, and take it back. Exhale. Good. 2 more. Down. And up. Good, stack up tall, your last one. And roll up. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Stack your spine. Perfect, it is time for us to stretch out. So, cross your shins. Feel your sit bones rock side to side. And now take some Sukhasana circles, just rolling side to side. Let your head go. If you feel comfortable, shut your eyes. Keep going in the same direction. Perfect. When you're ready, come back to center. Plant one hand on the mat, on the ground or the mat, and reach over your body. Float it back down. And now take that same arm across the opposite knee. Tense your fingertips behind you and twist. Think of a wash rag wringing out, getting taller, longer. Good, come back center, walk your fingertips forward. Keep your spine nice and long. And walk it back. We're going to do those circles going the opposite way, so cross the opposite foot in front. Probably feels a little awkward, that's okay. And roll out your circles. You can let your head go and let it roll with it. You can make your circles as big or as wide as you would like. One more. And come up and stack tall, 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 collarbones high. Opposite hand down, reach over, bring that bicep to your ear, reach. You can walk it out. Take a deep breath. And exhale, bring it down. Cross that arm across your knee. Tense your fingertips behind you and reach, lifting out, twisting that spine. And bring it back. All right. Keep that foot that is crossed in front of you where it is. Send your opposite leg behind you in for a pigeon stretch. Now, if that feels really tight and if that doesn't feel good, you are welcome to skip that pigeon and just bring that leg straight out to the side and reach down here. So you can keep it here and reach, or you can extend back into your pigeon, however it's comfortable for you. You can lift up. You can walk out onto your forearms. You can extend all the way down. Again, you're reading your body. No matter your pose, I want you to take such a deep breath that you feel your back expand. And exhale. Again, fill up those lungs. And extend. Good, bring your leg in. Bring that opposite leg forward. You're either going into that extension stretch here, or you're swinging that leg behind you for pigeon. Go ahead, connect your breath, and do the stretch that feels best for you. Come back to center. Thank you so much for working out with me today. I can't wait for next semester when we're back together again in the studio, all listening to the same music, all feeling each other's power and energy. But until then, keep checking our social media pages for our workouts, and we will be together virtually. Have a great day, Blue Golds.